Personally, this video will lean more towards reflective in nature rather than typical review. Bounce out now if you want a standard movie review. And yes, minor spoilers.
Hey, it might be recency bias, but I think Brand New Day is Tom Holland's best Spider-Man movie. And that's a weighty statement for me. I loved No Way Home as it hits my two biggest criteria in movie enjoyment. Does it make me feel? And does it end strong? And boy,
No Way Home destroyed me while the spell was going on, and we see him saying goodbye to MJ, and we see their faces, and the score is ramping up.
What if that doesn't work? What if we can't remember you? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I know. I'll come find you, okay?
I know people have problems with this, and I loved it. Now Brand New Day has arrived to suffocate all the air from Holland's first trilogy. I say it's his best because it goes beyond him.
look, this movie might have the best cinematography of all Spidey films. I'm rusty from memory, but I ride or die Amazing Spider-Man 2 and its visual glory. But whereas TASM has moments, B&D is always locked into visual beauty. It is absolutely incredible. I made a dig at Ned in my last video. Who the hell is Ned? I looked him up and he's a guy that works at the Bugle. He shouldn't be relevant yet.
There was a slight concern about their involvement after they lost their memory of Peter and just always being around in the previous movies, but yo, their inclusion was done so tastefully. I'll get back to them.
Visuals aside, No Way Home's suspenseful prophecy became true that Spider-Man is finally Spider-Man. He's kicking ass, running up comms with the police. I'm not even going to question his tech, but I love that we got a quick rundown of his crime-stopping life.
Transition through Ned posting on Instagram what semester he and MJ were in.
If you watch the movie, it's made a freaking $1 billion now. Peter is suffering a spike in his arachnid mutation directly caused by his lack of human life, socializing, living isolated in constant trauma of his aunt and lost love. And his best friend for that matter.
The choice to chronicle his pain in the movie is something I was not expecting. I would say that I myself have not been completely okay in the head. I mean, you go from a record high number of uploads in March and smooth once a week in April to just barely squeezing by for Euphoria.
Punisher was a top 2 character of the movie. He had me laughing every scene he was in. And one thing I want to mention is, while the cast may seem loaded with characters out of the ass with Peter, Ned, MJ, Bruce, Frank, Elena, Scorpion, Sadie Sink, a lot of these people don't overstay their welcome.
I was talking to my friend that most of these people just show up, have their part on screen, and didn't bog down the plot. Now, what was boggy was that the trailer showed most of the hype parts. It was still exciting to witness these scenes in their context, but if they just kept some of the stuff out of the trailer or no one saw the promotional material, surely it would have been a different experience. Now, for some reason, I thought this movie was gonna end like 2 times, and then it just kept going. And then I realized that this scene never played.
Please. You're the only one who can do it.
But where I thought it was going to end was after Jean Grey gets delivered to damage control. MJ finds Peter's letter and along with Ned, have a mini hangout.
Time to get a little open and personal. Peter is alone. The progression of this matter is tragically beautiful. Brand New Day, with all its layers, never forgets his struggle, and the decision to make his loneliness integral to the plot and not pushed aside is what will pull me back in the future.
It's a fun movie. It's a hilarious movie with tons of cool moments, but much like Peter, I love somebody. I miss somebody that I can't necessarily...
Oh man, when he said, what was it? You mean everything to me. I've been trying to live my life without you, but I can't. I love you. You too, Spidey? You too?
The swing of despair after seeing MJ and her boyfriend kiss, amazing scene. The way he silently accepts what's told to him by MJ after she finds the letter.
I love that Ned is in this movie because it gives Peter something, a friend back, a best friend, a way to hang out with MJ even if the terms aren't lovely. They're gonna get back together, I just know it.
It's odd, the more that I think about it and have to reflect on myself. I have been texting friends less. I have no urge to hang out, and if I do, I just kind of mentally check out. Sometimes I feel lonely afterwards, and even most of the time they text me, I just have no inclination of engaging in a conversation. I don't use Letterboxd, but I do log my, funny enough, I log my movies in my notes. I've been doing it for, man, 5 years, I believe. And just recently, I quit on it. And speaking of just movies in general, outside of theater releases, for my own pleasure, I don't even watch movies anymore at home. At times, I don't know what to do with myself, and thankfully, I don't drink or smoke, but my sanity is disgusting. I've always found that I've always been a lone person, but I find it to be a struggle right now under my poor mental state. I feel these windows of normalcy at times, and I feel like myself again, and it feels so light and energetic. I want to sing along to music. I feel alive.
When Peter's hanging out with MJ and Ned goes to pick up the banh mi, Peter tells her that the hangout was the most fun I've had in years. I really missed you guys. It's a quick line, but I've actually seen Brand New Day 4 times, and I just feel for him during this exchange.
I don't know, we all have different life experiences, and people my age are getting married, having children, maybe buying a home, celebrating anniversaries. And here I am feeling heartbroken for the 3rd time in this channel's history. No joke, it kind of feels like Toby's mantra of
Trying to do better.
Well, being brilliant's not enough, young man.
Trying to do better.
I feel for Peter because what he goes through in his personal life outside of the heroics has, for better or worse, been my life experience. It's what I'm feeling right now. One thing is certain though, on the rooftop with MJ, I cannot imagine the pain of thinking you have your love back in your life. You hold an embrace, you kiss, everything you've wanted for 4 years, and it wasn't authentic. It is admirable how he handled rejection later on.
But as shitty as feeling down can be, it shouldn't consume your life. I feel 1000% ready to consume my existence in creating again, and I just want to blabber about the stuff I'm interested in.
Now it does sound like I end to lose myself in creation as Spider-Man lost himself in fighting crime, but at least this isn't life-threatening.
We've known Tom as Spidey for a decade now. We have seen his growth through silly moments and innocent high school times. So to see this universal feeling of yearning for connection tackled through Spider-Man and not some romantic drama
was everything to me. It is everything to me. I said it before, but Brand New Day is so layered, and that's amazing. You can talk about its many facets, and someone out there has no connection to the part I found so tragically beautiful. Man, the way the movie ends, the handshake.
Because Peter decides after 4 years he will no longer tackle life alone. To witness Peter win was to witness a friend win. And maybe I can too one day.
You're gonna forget who I am.
What?
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna come and find you. And I'll explain everything.
You better.
I am hurting. I have record-breaking levels of anxiety. Parts of me feel so hopeless as I lost something so incredible that was right in front of my face and I didn't realize it. But the thing about me is that there will always be some sort of light within. I think life is precious. I think life is beautiful. Some people have it better than me. Some have it worse.
Not sure I want to be asked how I am. Think I want it to be assumed that I'm trying to do better.